Hey there, Regina Andler here, and I forgot to put my microphone on. Welcome to Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I have 5 tips for you today to get more engagement on your Facebook posts. Let me ask you, are you posting out in your groups and even out on your personal page, and you're finding that nobody's looking at them, nobody's liking, nobody's sharing, nobody's commenting? You're just kind of getting crickets on everything. So there's this fun little thing on Facebook called the algorithm. It's actually on all the platforms. There's an algorithm. And what it is, it's this program. As an ex-programmer myself, what it is basically a program that is built to tell the platform what to show and what not to show other people. And the key is to get the algorithm to know that you're a popular person. And as it thinks you're a more popular person, it gets you more engagement. It gets your stuff in front of more people. Now, the question is, how do you do that? It's an art form on Facebook and even the other platforms. And they're all a little bit different, by the way. And specifically on Facebook, when it comes to the algorithm, it's all about likes and shares and comments. So likes are good. If you get likes and the little hearts and the cares and all that kind of stuff, that's good. Comments are even better when you get engagement. And sharing is like the king. So if you have something that all of a sudden, as they say, goes viral and people start sharing it all over the place, you're going to get way more eyeballs on all of your stuff with the algorithm, because it says you're a really popular person. Everybody wants to see what you're doing, so we're going to show it to more people. So how do you get that engagement? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to give you 5 tips to start implementing to help start increasing that engagement. Now, the first tip is that first line of your post. So whatever that first line is, that's the headline. And I've talked about it many times and will continue over and over and over again, because sometimes it's all about hearing it over and over and over again for it to really hit home. That first line is the line that captures people's attention. So if that first line doesn't have the words in it that people's eyeballs are looking for, they're just going to go right past you and not even engage. Now, when you think about it, what other words people are using? The people, you can go out and start creating posts. You can look at other people's posts and see what people are commenting on. Go out in groups that are like yours. We all have groups that are like ours, right? So I do business consulting. I'm a member of many other business consulting groups, and I can go out in their groups and just, peruse down. I control and see, who's looking at their most popular posts and what was it about that post that really engaged these people. And chances are pretty good you're going to find keywords that people are using. Use those in your heading. So when you're looking for that, you need to know who your audience is and use their words in that first line. Because in this microwave world that we live in, people really, really, really don't have time to read your posts. It's just a reality. How many posts do you scroll by when you're out there on social media? Probably a lot of them. Think about how you process it. What captures your attention on a post that makes you stop whatever you're doing and go, I want to read that. That's what you're looking for in your posts for your audience, right? So make sure you've got that headline nailed down and with using words that is going to stop them in their tracks, right? That's number 1. Number 2, make sure you include something visually attractive. Not everybody wants to read stuff. Some people are, they're the audio type, they're the visual type, they're the kinetic type. People are different types of people. So some people will read. Other people, you're capturing their attention because of a photo, because of a picture. Perfect example. Out in your personal profile on Facebook, have you ever posted a picture of a baby or a pet? If you have, you probably notice, those are the ones that get the most engagement. Why is that? You post something else. You post, you post something about what you're doing for work, or you post something out there and nothing. You get nothing. And yet you post a baby or a pet or a sunset, and all of a sudden everybody's ooh, and liking, loving, commenting, sharing, and you're getting all of this engagement. The visual makes a difference. Now, make sure that the visual goes with whatever it is that you're putting in the post. So you don't want to put some random arbitrary picture with text that has nothing to do with what's in the picture. So you don't want to post a picture of a baby and then talk about business consulting. Really not appropriate. However, make sure that you got some kind of an image that's going to capture those people who are visual. So as they're scrolling through, people don't necessarily look at the text. However, the images really pop out. And so if you have that image that pops out, that gets them first, then they read the headline. And that really pulls them in. So the combo of number one and number two, the headline and the visual, are actually really super strong for getting engagement. So pay attention to what you're putting out there. Now, the next one is when you're putting posts out there, mix it up. You should have some long posts. You should have some short posts. You might have some questions. A really great way to encourage engagement and get the algorithm on your side is just to post a question. Maybe it's a question of the day. What is your biggest challenge this week? You post that out on Facebook, you're going to get a lot of engagement. A lot of people are going to go, oh, they're talking about challenges. Mentally, psychologically, we all kind of head towards that negative stuff. So when somebody says, what's your biggest challenge this week? We're all full of information about what our challenges are. It's just the way psychologically our brains work. So you can post stuff out there. You'll see people posting out there, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite movie? Name a song with pizza in it, or I don't know, I'm making this stuff up. That's how you engage people. So you can create posts like that. Then you can create long story posts that go into more information, and short posts that, the short post and the long post, you want to make sure you have that headline and preferably a good image to go with it so that you engage them so that they actually want to read the rest of it. And when you mix it up, now you've created more engagement. Why? Because we're all different. Different people like to do different things. Me, I'm a visual person. So I look at the image first, and if the image captures my attention, I stop to see what the post is about. That's just me. Could be you, might not. It might be you actually look at the text and then look at the image. Everybody's different. And so that is the key, is that everybody's different. And depending on how you look at it, it makes a big difference. So that is number 3. So mix it up, your posts, mix it up with different things, long stories, short posts, question posts. Just create that engagement within your group. The next one is humor. Throw some humor in there. Everybody likes to laugh. Everybody needs a chuckle during the day. We all have our moments during the day where, we stop, we go through, and all of a sudden somebody posts a cartoon, posts a joke or something, and it just stops us, makes us laugh, brings up all of those good feeling chemicals in our body, and just lightens the moment. So inject some humor into your posts, whether it's in the image, in the text, or somewhere. Injecting humor is a great way to encourage engagement. And then last but not least, number 5 is always have a call to action in your posts. So the question posts are pretty obvious. If you say something like, post your favorite, comment below what your favorite movie is, or comment below a song that has the word blue in it, you're going to get a lot of engagement because you've told them to go do something. You've told them to comment. Now, you can write a story post that goes into something that happened that is, if you're a business consultant, I'll use that as an example again, and you're talking about something business, and you go into the story, and at the end of it, you say, if this sounds like you, comment me below. And that just encourages the engagement. And every single time somebody types in me below, the algorithm goes, oh, she's getting noticed. He's getting noticed. This post is getting noticed. So we want to show more people that it's here. If you've ever gone out in your private groups before, or public or private groups that you have, when you look at the post, as the admin of the group, you'll see on the post down the bottom how many people have actually viewed the post. And if it's your business page, you can go out into Meta and see, if you look under the content and you see all the posts that you posted, it'll tell you how many people looked at your post, how many people engaged, how many people commented. It will give you all that information. And use that information to your advantage. Just because a post doesn't get any engagement doesn't mean it wasn't a good post. You can say, well, that was great information. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and change it around. I'm going to change the picture. I'm going to change the headline. I'm going to change something and see if I get more engagement. You'd be surprised how just changing one little thing in a post makes all the difference for getting engagement. And remember, you're looking for engagement from them, not from you. So it's not what you want to see, it's what they want to see. So go around and make sure. So that call to action, that number 5, is basically telling them to do something. We're busy people and we're human, and we basically need to be told what to do. So if you want somebody to like, to comment, to share, you need to tell them to do that inside the post. If you say, hey, I've got this, new class coming up, I would really love it if you register and attend. If you know anybody else who's interested in this, please share this post. Tell them to do it. When you have a call to action that encourages their engagement, you get much more engagement from them and a bigger bump in that all-important algorithm that's working behind the scenes to show people what you've got out there. So those are my 5 tips for today on getting more engagement, specifically on Facebook. So the first one is, make sure that whatever that first line is, make sure it's a good first line. Number 2, make sure you have a good visual that goes with what you're posting that's going to stop people. It's not just some random picture. It's something that's going to go, oh, look at that picture. What is that? What are they talking about? I want to go check it out. That's the feeling that you want to inspire from that picture. Number 3 is to mix it up. Long posts, short posts, question posts, fun posts, something that encourages them to engage. And then number 4 is to add some humor in there. Especially in those question posts, you can add a lot of humor in there. And even in your stories and your short posts, inject some humor. Obviously, if you're in business and you're posting business posts, humor isn't always appropriate. However, mix it up. Mix it up and add some humor into certain posts. And then number 5 is always have a call to action. Tell them, hey, comment below. If this resonates with you, comment below. Hey, if you know somebody else who might be interested in this, please share. Whatever the action is you want them to do, tell them, ask them to do it, because we need to be told what to do. So that's my 5 tips for getting more engagement on your Facebook posts. If you want more of this information, we actually have a masterclass coming up December 4, 5, and 6. It's a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And it is how to easily attract new clients without spending a dime. And yes, that is the same title that we used in the last masterclass. However, in the last masterclass, we talked about lead magnets. This time, it's all about creating the content on social media, which is free, to attract your clients. And we're going to go into all of the detail about how to make sure that you're not only creating content that gets that engagement, you're right in front of the right audience and the right people who are actually going to engage in what it is that you have to offer. So if you're interested in that, the link is right here below, scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It is www.getclientsfaster.com. So you can go to the registration page and it'll show you more information about what you're going to learn in those 3 days. If it's of interest to you, we'd love to have you come with us and join us in the masterclass. That's what I got for you today. We will see you next week on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.